Good day everyone, I am Vanessa Salido and I'm here to elaborate our research entitled Customer Satisfaction Towards Communication Skills of Hotel Employees Situated in Alabang, together with my co-researchers, AJ Estrellado and Herscheline Madrona. Have you ever been misheard? Or do you have difficulty when ordering food on a hotel fine dining restaurant? Well, miscommunication is common nowadays and there's a lot of factor for that. Being misinterpreted by hotel employees is quite difficult as it may affect any reservation, food order, or request from guests. Customer satisfaction are greatly affected during their stay. Bad customer satisfaction equals bad word of mouth and eventually potential losses for the hotel. As mentioned by Alexander in 2024, in the context of 5-star hotels in the Philippines, communication etiquette transcends a mere skill. It embodies the essence of providing outstanding service. Conducting this research may enlighten the readers or future researchers in terms of providing information with miscommunication. Why? Because miscommunication from physical and psychological, cultural, relational, and social contexts led to misunderstanding. How does it affect hospitality industry, employees, and guests? We aim to somehow give a new insight to hotel businesses in improving their service. The study aims to assess how communication skills affect customer satisfaction and loyalty. It highlights the necessity for hotel to adapt quickly and consistently exceed customer expectation. Hi, I'm sorry I forgot on what room I'm in. No problem, sir. This is called the lobby. Have you ever been in this situation? This research is timely as cited by Bacchiotis et al. In 2024. He explained that communication skills is more than just talking and listening. Although communication hangs more on listening than talking, people want to feel valued and heard. Being open to others' idea is crucial even if you don't always agree with them. Our research rationale is rooted according to a study of Jawaber et al., a prior case study that is focused on front office, which is customer satisfaction towards communication skills of front office staff in hotel. This may delight employers and prompt hotel owners to improve their service. Although most of the researchers and study focus on front office staff, and we are filling the gaps in relation of other hotel staff that also faces customers on a daily basis.
The transactional model of communication is adapted as a guiding theoretical framework because it views communication not simply as one-way, sender to receiver, but as a dynamic, continuous, reciprocal process in which both parties act as sender and receiver, constantly exchanging messages and feedback, all within a context that shapes meaning. This model aligns closely with the researchers' objectives of the study because it measures how hotel employees' communication skills affect customer satisfaction. In the hotel setting in Alabang, when an employee or the sender greets a guest or the receiver, the guest's verbal and nonverbal responses become feedback, which immediately influence the employee's next communication in terms of tone, clarity, listening, etc. And the context such as ambient noise, cultural expectations, prior experiences with service also plays a crucial role in how messages are sent, received, interpreted, or even distorted. Thus, this theory guides our research by providing the conceptual lens to understand not only what communication skills employees use, but how guests perceive and respond to them, and how that interactive exchange contributes to satisfaction. In summary, the transactional model helps explain the relational, interactive process by which communication becomes a two-way negotiation of meaning, and thereby grounds our hypothesis about how communication competencies manifest in real service interaction and how these competencies affect customer satisfaction. Our conceptual framework is aligned on the idea that the level of communication skills of hotel employees can be examined through different contexts, which in turn affect customer satisfaction. First, the physical and psychological context that refers on how the environment and the mental state of both employee and the guest influence communication. A calm, attentive employee in a welcoming environment makes the guest feel more comfortable, which increases satisfaction. Secondly, the cultural context highlights that guests come from diverse backgrounds. When employees show sensitivity and respect for cultural differences such as language, gestures, or customs, guests may feel valued and understood, leading to a higher satisfaction. Third, the relational context focuses on how the relationship between the employee and the guest is built through politeness, empathy, and courtesy. Positive interactions create trust, which strengthens the customer satisfaction. Lastly, the social context emphasizes the role of norms and expectations in society. When employees communicate in a professional and socially appropriate manner, they uphold the hotel's image and meet the expectations of guests. In summary, this communication context directly shape the guest experiences. When handled effectively by hotel employees, it can result to a positive impression and lead to a greater customer satisfaction.
Here is the statement of the problem of the study. This study aims to determine how satisfied customers towards the communication skill of hotel employees situated in Alabang. So the researchers conduct the SOP following that our SOP came from the theoretical that are relevant to our study. Especially, we want to answer this question. First, is there a significant difference in the level of communication skill of hotel employees when grouped according to the demographic profile of the respondent? So second, do factors such as gender, frequency of visit, and civil status affect customer satisfaction? And lastly, does this have an association with the communication skill of hotel employees? Our study also intends to identify what specific level of communications is the most significant on the guest experience and perception during their stay. The third question is there a significant difference in the level of communication skills of hotel employees when grouped according to the demographic profile of the respondent? The fourth is there a significant relationship in the level of communication skills of hotel employees according to the aforementioned variables? So lastly, based on the result of the study, what recommendation could possibly be proposed? And to end our statement of the problem, we believe that addressing this issue is crucial because as effective communication significantly influence customer experience satisfaction and overall service quality.
In this slide, we can see the research design we use in our study, which is the quantitative descriptive method. Why so? Because this method is focused on describing demographics such as group or people and what is their perception on a certain phenomenon. Also, the researchers are analyzing cross-sectional study data variables in a group in a given point in time. According to Tegan, 2021, he explains that quantitative research relies on numerical data such as counts and measurements, which allow us, the researchers, to analyze the findings statistically and provide concrete evidence. That's why this approach is appropriate because our study does not only aim to measure the level of customer satisfaction of hotel guests, but also to determine the communication skills of hotel employees. By using quantitative data, we can clearly see patterns and relationships between these two variables. At the same time, the descriptive approach allows us to present a profile of the respondents and describe the general conditions of the guests. It also supports our research objective, which is to understand how communication skills are related to customer satisfaction. Our target population consists of hotel guests in selected hotels situated in Alabang. We specifically focus on this group because they are the direct recipients of the services and communication of of hotel employees, making them the most appropriate respondents for assessing customer satisfaction. For the sampling technique, we use purposive sampling. This method allows us to deliberately select respondents who fit the criteria of the study, specifically hotel guests who have experienced direct interactions with hotel employees. It is suitable to our topic because it caters small population with a clear purpose and with a target of individuals with utmost relevance to our topic. In summary, our population is the hotel guests in Alabang. Our sample size is at least 187 respondents, and purposive sampling was chosen because it best aligns with the objectives of our study.
The respondents consist of hotel guests in Alabang who are currently in the right age, have at least prior staying in the hotel, and either directly exposed with hotel employees like front office, waiter, bellboy, housekeeper, or customer service managers, who are also free and have time to analyze our questionnaires were considered qualified as our response. The researchers will prepare a survey questionnaires through pen and paper, online forms consisting of two parts, the demographic of the respondents and statement linked to statement of the problem question number 2, answerable by 4-point Likert scale, 1 being strongly agree, 2 agree, 3 disagree, and 4 as strongly disagree. The respondents are free to express their experience through this survey before an actual distribution. The survey were set to pass through Convac Alpas. The data gathering is focused through paper and pen survey and online forms. The research study aimed at explaining the relationship between customer satisfaction and the communication skill of hotel employees. The researchers plan to develop a questionnaire as the primary data collection tool, ensuring it's grounded in established communication theories and customer satisfaction metrics. Validity check will involve consultation with academic expert and hospitality professional before any data collection begins. Formal approval will be sought for selected hotels in Alabang where study will be conducted. The questionnaire will be strategically distributed, both printed and online formats for maximum reach. A purposive sampling method will target hotel guests who have directly interacted with the staff. Ethical considerations are paramount with focus of informed consent, data confidentiality, and participant anonymity. Following the data collection, comprehensive statistical analysis will be performed to ascertain level of satisfaction and correlation with employee communication skills. Findings will be discussed thoroughly to provide actionable insights for the hotel management and further research.
Now let me explain how we validate our research instrument. Instrument validation ensure that our questionnaire is reliable and accurate with the approval of our research advisor. It was reviewed from St. Vincent College of Cabuya to check which items are relevant or need revision. This process is important to guarantee the quality of our tool and the accuracy of the data for our research. So, for the ethical consideration, all response from the guests will be protected under the Data Privacy Act of 2012. This means that the information they provide will remain confidential, their identities will not be revealed, and the data will only be used for research purposes. By following this law, we make sure that the privacy and rights of our respondents are fully respected.
Statistical treatment of data 1, the demographic profile of the respondents. In statement of the problem 1 is using percentage to show percentage of data from respondents in terms of age, gender, civil status, frequency of visit or stay, It is calculated by taking frequency in the category divided by the total number of participants and multiplying it by 100. Next is 2. To measure the level of communication skills of hotel employees in terms of 2.1 physical and psychological context, 2.2 cultural context, 2.3 relational context, 2.4 social context, and the researchers use the weighted mean. It is a statistical method that calculates average by multiplying the weights with their respective mean and taking its sum. For SOP3, the researchers use t-test. This formula is used to determine if there is a statistically significant difference between the means of two related groups. And for SOP4, we use person R. It is the common way of measuring a linear correlation to know if there is a significant relationship to the level of communication skills of hotel employees according to the aforementioned variable. Communication skills is important to master. As observed by MESA in 2023, many employers are still hesitant to hire fresh graduates, which makes it important for hospitality management students to have the right skill that the industry demands. It also helps in employability skills such as emotional intelligence, teamwork, stress and time management, problem-solving skills, innovation, and especially communication skill. This study aims to improve life and be a stepping stone for future study.